Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to X. Hope everyone is doing well. Obviously, we're here to do the match review for last night's game against PSV, which obviously finished 7-1. Look, I will be honest. I will mention some negatives in last night's game. I know that all the Arsenal fans are enjoying a 7-1 win, and rightly so. But I won't change the way that I am and ignore the little issue that was last night. The bigger issues of we weren't doing that in other games. And also, let's be honest, PSV were shit. Absolutely horrendous. It felt like they'd actually been on a 48-hour bender during the carnival. So yeah, just I've got to be myself. I can't change the way that I am, the way that I've been trained, the way that I've been brought up. I always ground myself, look at the positives, but also if there are negatives, if there aren't any, then obviously I won't mention any. However, there are negatives, and we'll get into that in the slides because you will see it yourself. So I have to be honest with myself. Okay, I do apologize. Just giving you a heads up that this is not just going to be a fantastic stream where we talk about a wonderful 7-1 without some negatives, because there will be, because there are some. Big up to Chris. Big up, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well too. I believe you're Carlisle's playing tonight, aren't they? So I hope you get a result. Is it tonight? I don't know. Is it? You're playing Walsall at some point, aren't you? I know that. Is that tonight or tomorrow? I thought it was illegal to win with injuries. Well, look, it was a good performance, and it was very similar to the games that we've played. Like, that's how we play. There is no other way that we play. There's literally is no other way. And last night, you'll see in the stats, we had 8 shots on target, and we put 7 of them away. In the last 3 games, we had 3 shots on target in both of them together. So it's one of those weird ones. And PSV were shit last night. They were shit. That's what you call performance. Shows you can win with injuries. Funny how some fans now not using injuries excuse. 100%. We were all totally. Oh Christ, yes. God Almighty, we had a bloody stinker with the predictions, didn't we? Bloody hell. None of us were. I didn't even see us scoring. Let's be honest. But look, last night we put our chances away, and that's football. It's a mad world. You can now rest players for the second leg. Oh wait, if you have any players to rotate, which you do, obviously. Yeah, look. Would I love Arteta to put 2 of our youngsters, give them some debuts, Kabaya, Butler, Owadeji? Would I love him to give them debuts? Of course I would. Is he going to do it? Of course he's not, because he's a dickhead. And he was a dickhead last night as well. And we'll get into why he was a dickhead, because he had a chance of getting a really good score last night, but he was a dickhead once again. Big up to Michael. Hope you're doing well, mate. Very good morning, Bobby and Gooners worldwide. PSV flattened on Pancake Day. We drew 1-1 with Walsall. Did you play him last night then? Oh, why the hell did I not get told that? Oh, Christ, yeah. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, mate. I didn't actually know. Why did I think that was? Oh, I have no idea why I thought that was tonight. No idea. Well, that's good. Clear a month ago now, closing on them. I'll take the point, but we're still 3 points off safety. Way to Harrogate at weekend, more winnable. Big up to Muns. You kidding? Boring Arsenal. Big up, mate. Big up to Dean. Thank you, Bobby, being honest on PSV. People saying Liverpool lost them. Yeah, Liverpool already qualified and played second team. Yeah, PSV were absolutely shit. Absolutely. I couldn't believe how bad they were. I'll be honest. if Peter Bosch lasts a week, I'll be surprised because Jesus Christ, they were shite. And you know what? There was the weirdest thing last night. Was he didn't play his strongest midfielder, which for me is Veerman by a long shot. And when Veerman came on, you could see how good he is. You could see how much defensive work he does. I just felt last night they did everything possible to get Perisic in the team. And I really did think it backfired so fucking badly. They had their chances themselves. You'll see in the stats in a bit. But they were really poor. Hope you're good too, Muns. Hope you're doing well, mate. It should be like us. It's entertaining every week. Yes, there are negatives, but there's a lot of positivity for the game ahead now, and surely a little confidence in the squad. Yes, that is a positive. They've found their shooting boots, which is nice. They're actually on target. Look, on another day, some of those chances on target might not go in. Marino's goal, let's be honest, they literally just tried to gift it to us. They were doing everything possible not to clear that bloody ball. They were, God almighty, I honestly cannot believe how shit they were. Did PSV goalkeeper get sent off? And did honestly, Benitez is not a bad goalkeeper. I just honestly, I if I was the PSV board, I'd sack him today because that was so poor, so poor. No, Carlisle played last night. Bobby said watched us and Madrid derby at the same time. The Madrid derby, the speed they play at is incredible. All 3 goals, stunning. Yeah, let's be honest, I am not. I think we all know who Chris is on about. You're probably on different streams, mate. So you're either on FTSM one or the Army one ones. That's. Don't forget, I see all comments from all the different streams. So obviously we're on X as well. So big up to the 50 people watching. Unless you're in the same chat box, you won't see each other's messages unless I pop them up. And you know me, I'll always put up comments unless they're rude or got absolutely nothing to do with sport. Morning, PB. I'm in the same mindset as you. Thank you. You know what, Brad? I got a message from my friend in the Arsenal hierarchy this morning, and he says, "How are you feeling?" I says, "Pissed off." And he said to me, "Why are you pissed off?" I said, "I'm still not happy about certain things." He says, "Are you never happy?" I says, "I am always happy, but I just want perfection. I like perfection. I'm sorry. I am well known, and my nickname for everybody that knows me is Scrooge McDuck. And that comes in terms of finances and just life in general. I like perfection. I'm sorry. There is no crime on that. Can we do that versus the Madrid clubs? Hell no. Can we do that on Sunday? I don't think so. Very pleased with yesterday, but still grounded. Sterling ahead of Nathan and Kabaya. Yeah, that is not good. Sterling did bugger all. Again. Hey, Bobby, not a bad result. Worst defending I've seen in a while. They were in a moment in the first half. It felt honest. Yeah, thank you, geeks. Thank you for just some common sense. Because PSV were so bad, like really bad. Obviously, being an Ajax fan, I've got no issues with this. But my God, this is PSV. This is a PSV that really played so well against Juventus and knocked them out. And since then, their form has dropped drastically. And I was thinking, surely they're going to be up for the game against us. And bloody hell, were they not? They were absolutely shite. But yeah, absolutely madness. Being called up to play in. You know what? Benitez is not a bad goalie. I reckon they were on a bender for 48 hours. I really do. Because they just Didn't look like a team at all. Walsall looked like Leicester in Championship last season. Well clear that gap has closing on them. And Walsall weren't impressive last night either. Of course, Morecambe, so typical, get results. Others too. Maybe PSV are all attending the same concert, which happens to clash with the quarterfinals. That's true. Yeah, maybe. I was disappointed that Sterling got the minutes rather than our young striker. Well, that is where I have an issue. And that's one of them. You'll see the other one in a minute on the slides, but that is a big issue with me. We're 7-1 up. We brought on the final two subs were Tierney and who was the other one? Tierney and someone else. They're on the slides. I can't think of them right now, but yeah. Arsenal next week. We know what's happening there. It's so written. Man United being so bad. Yeah. Trust me. Trust me. The fact is, Chris, and this is what's concerning me, is Chido is part of the Man United squad now. I can just see it. I can see it happening. And I'm dreading it. I'll be honest. Flabbergasted input. Yeah. Michael, totally agree, mate. He had a good chance of getting a high rating today from me, and he fucked it up. And I'm not about Sterling. I'm about Arteta. He fucked it up because that is not good enough. You know, we were, even after the fifth goal, he was still making subs that just didn't make sense. It was like, come on, should have played the youngsters for 15 minutes ago. A mate of mine said Nathan looked fed up because he knows full well he's never going to get a chance. Is he? If you can't come on when you're 6-1 up, what's the bloody point? Absolutely. Anyway, no, awesome stuff. Awesome. So if anyone's an F1 fan, I know Mons, you are. I'm pretty sure you're subscribed to Chris anyway. Please go and check over to Chris Welch. Literally just type in Chris Welch. So what's on the screen here? Subscribe to him. Watch his darts content, F1 content, football content, Tiddlywinks content, water polo, equestrian, judo. But no, he does boxing as well. He does many sports. So please do subscribe to him. That'd be wonderful. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate it, mate. Right, I'm not going to go to every single geeks. You know full well I'm not going to bring it up. However, being ex-military, having so many relatives within the army, history-wise as well as current, yes, totally agree with Geeks' comment. So if anyone can see it in the Armory chat box, yes, you all know what I'm on about, and he is an absolute arse. There's no other here. Yeah, I said to my partner yesterday that at no point now, I don't care what kind of invitations I get. I won't be going to the US whilst those two have any power over there, because it's not the America I love. I've got a huge family contingent over there, and they're all as dumbfounded as I am and what we are probably. It's just horrendous. It's horrendous. But yes, I totally agree. Yeah, I'll put that one up. I just don't want to. I don't want YouTube to have, because I don't trust YouTube when it comes to that kind of stuff. If I'm honest, I've got so many military personnel in it now, in history. I'd love to do my family tree on a stream one day. Obviously separate from the sport, because people will understand why I take certain things to heart, because I've got a very wide range of family, that's for certain. Anyway, as I said, I'm not going to go through all the 8 goals, because honestly it's just not worth it. But look, we basically got a shot on target, it goes in, so it's wonderful. Right, so this is where I'm going to start getting a little bit grumpy. Right, so possession-wise, we have 53. They had 53 possession. We had 47. You know, as I said yesterday on the preview, they do like to dominate possession just as much as we do, and they kind of did boss that a little bit yesterday, but not that they did much with it. They had 12 shots. They only had 2 on target. Very similar to us. Funny that, isn't it? However, we had 15 shots, but 8 on target, which is unusual in the last few games. We only had 3 corners. They had 5. Final third phase passing accuracy. This is where I'm going to start getting a little bit grumpy. 82%, not good enough. We were very fortunate that they were so poor defensively. You know, that should be 80 plus, not 72. That's not good enough. So that is my first little moan. The XG, for everyone that loves XG, 1.38 XG for PSV, 1.91 XG for Arsenal. Open play, it was 0.48 for PSV, 1.73 for Arsenal. Set plays, 0.11 for PSV, 0.18 for Arsenal. XG penalty for PSV was 0.78. XG on target was 1.04 for PSV. Much better from Arsenal, but it kind of tells you that the goals expected were obviously a lot of human error from PSV, which is why we scored 7, where even our XG on target was only 3.46. Jeez, get my words out today. Next bit I'm going to get very grumpy with. We won the duels overall. However, this is a big problem. Ground duels, 51%, 49% for Arsenal. Odegaard was a huge problem when it come to ground duels last night. There was a couple of others that kind of shined a light on them. So I was a bit peed off with last night. Like I said, I look at all the positives, but I do look at the negatives as well, because we have to learn from these little errors, because, you know, there aren't going to be games like we had last night all the time. So we have to be perfect. If we're perfect, we win. It's as simple as that. Aerial duels absolutely dominated them. And to be fair, Flamingo went off fairly early, and Luke de Jong just looked like absolute pants last night. I'm pretty sure he was falling asleep on the subs bench last night when he went off. I honestly do think they went on the bender for 48 hours. But yeah, passing stats, you know, they had more passes than we did. Accuracy was all right. It wasn't great. Again, I prefer around 85, if I'm being honest. Touches in opponent's box, 34 for Arsenal, 18 for PSV. Now, this is the starting lineup. We'll go through that very shortly, and we'll give them ratings. Right, we'll start with Raya. Now, Raya, apart from trying to save the penalty, which he didn't, in all fairness, though, you know, that was a very well taken penalty by Lang. So, I'm going to give him a 7. 7 for him. Timber gets a... I've got to keep myself grounded with these. But he was good. And to be fair, I'm not surprised, because he's an ex-Ajax player playing against PSV. You're going to be up for it. So I'm going to give him a 9. Saliba and Gabriel both get 8s. They didn't really have much to do, to be fair, but anything they did do, they did it very well. Now, Lewis Skelly, I have to be honest, and I'm going to give him a +1 because it's not his fault. So, because of how bad he was defensively, and he was doing rash tackles, he can get a 5. But as I said, I'm going to give him a +1 because it's not his fault. He is a midfielder playing at left back. Now, we all know, and we will say it, Thomas Partey at right back, bloody horrendous. So I'm going to give Lewis Skelly just as much protection as we do with Partey when he plays a right back. Lewis Skelly is not a left back. There's a reason why we're looking at a left back in the summer, because we know he's not a left back. Calafiori Yes, he came on, looked good going forward, causes a hell of a lot of problems, which I absolutely adore. But defensively, he looks a little bit suspect. So yeah, so Lewis Skelly's going to get a 6. Thomas Partey. Stupid mistake to give the penalty away, so I'm going to have to give them a 6 because it was stupid. Yes, there was a little bit of push on him and kind of he just naturally put his arm out, but still he kind of held on a little bit longer than needed. Rice gets an 8 because I thought Rice was fantastic last night. Odegaard, look, I'm going to ignore the goals because that puts him on a 9 kind of rating. I'm sorry, he's getting a 7. He still isn't there. Yes, he put 2 chances away. Great. He's just not there still. But he's getting a 7, so it's not an awful score. Nwaneri gets a... gets a 9. Nwaneri's going to get an 8. 8 for Nwaneri. Trossard gets an 8. I can't score him any higher than Nwaneri. Marino... I'm going to have to give him a 7 as well. I know it sounds really weird, and I don't really wish to be like really grumpy about it, but we were quite fortunate last night. I have to be honest. PSV was so shit. I would love to see if that was that PSV against Juventus and we played them last night. I don't think we score that. I don't think we score many of those goals. I don't think that's the scoreline, if I'm honest. And that's how I have to look at it, because that was a huge... I expect a better performance from PSV next week. If they don't, and Peter Bosz is still in the job, he's definitely getting sacked within 24 hours after the game. Got it, because Jesus Christ, they are bad. Yeah. So yeah, look, it's decent. But yeah, let's move on. Let's do the subs. Calafiore, as I said, going forward, he's fantastic, and I absolutely adore him. Defensively, I have to take him a -1 because he still looks suspect defensively. I'm trying to think of. I think it was it De Jong Jones? Oh, I can't remember now. There was something that I was like, you don't even look like a defender. I think a cross came in. I can't remember what it was now. Pretty sure it was De Jong. But he looks suspect defensively, and it kind of alarms me a bit. So yeah, 7. I have to keep true to myself. Sorry. Zinni came on for Partey. He looked all right. I don't know what I meant to give him. I'm going to give him a 7 as well, because he didn't do anything wrong, but he didn't do anything magical. So, fucking hell. Oh, God. Jesus. Again, I have to be honest to myself, so I'm sorry, Sterling. I do like you. Just not as a football player at Arsenal. 4. He did. I don't know why I'm giving him a score, because I'll be honest. We scored when he came on, like after he came on, and did he have anything to do with it? Not really. So yeah, Ben White came on for Timber. I have to give him I don't know. Well, no, I'm going to give him a 5 because nothing really happened with him. So 5. Tierney came on. 5 again. I'll be honest. Set pieces, right? We only had 3 corners. We had to defend some PSV corners. It was all right. Nothing spectacular. So again, 5. Now, Mikel. You had a chance last night, mate, of getting a really good score, and you screwed it. You screwed yourself out of a good score. because you didn't really do anything wrong. We were very fortunate with all 7 goals, in my opinion, because I thought PSV were just crap. But you still got to beat what's ahead of you. That's always been the way. But, and it is a big but, and it's a big problem with me. We didn't say Ismail and we didn't see Nathan. Perfect opportunity to bring the players on. When we were 5-1 up, we were 5-1 up after 50 minutes. 5-1 up after 50 minutes. You could have brought them on for half an hour. You could have brought the final 2 substitutions when we were 6-1 up. You could have brought on Ismail and Nathan then. Nope. You bring on Tierney and you bring on someone else. Jesus, I can't keep forgetting who came on. Ben. Jesus. So yeah. Oh God. 7. You're gonna have to be down marked for that kind of stuff. I'll be honest. It really pisses me off. So yeah, there we go. Right, geeks. Love it. Let's see if you're on the same kind of mindset as myself. Raya 7, Timber 8, Saliba 7, Abra Gabriel 8. Lewis Skelly gets a 5, Partey gets a 6, Rice gets a 7, Waneri gets an 8, Odegaard gets an 8, Trossard gets an 8, Mourinho gets a 7, Cala gets a 6, man of the match. Odegaard in Geeks' opinion. Calafiori looks too stiff. He can get stood up and fainted. He overreacts. Definitely has the potential to be an amazing centre-back, not a left-back for me. Yeah. That's how I look at it. Look, don't forget he was in the back 3, played on the left-hand side. I think sometimes he played in the centre as well. Played on the right as well, actually thinking about it. But yeah, so he's not a left-back. And like I said, left-backs and centre-backs are very different. Everyone thinks, oh, they're not the defenders. They're bloody different, okay? Take it from me. They're different. So, yeah, he's just not a left-back. And quite clearly, we're looking at left-backs. And that tells me everything about Calafiori. That Calafiori is going to be rotated with Gabriel at some point, or is Gabriel's understudy, or whatever, however you want to put it. So yeah, Odegaard's performance was helped by PSV being poor. He still is looking to pass rather than get the shot off first half. Yeah, 100%. Looks like there is doubt in his head, like with Martinelli. Well, who's the problem with that then? Arteta had the opportunity to play our youth with the game done and blew it like Clouseau and Delebin. 8 out of 10, no maximum for me. No, not for me either. I feel Odegaard and Martinelli need to be more direct and shoulder the responsibility for shooting. Arteta should have subbed on our boys rather than Tierney and Wright. Yeah, 100%. And I have to be harsh on it because, you know, it's important for our future financially and the way that we want to go with the club. So it's important that we give in these guys a chance. Look, I think Nathan will leave in the summer. But Ismail is younger. There's more hope with him, as in having a chance at the squad. So why not? But again, and this is going to be shining a light on the Hal end, and they'll all know this. You know, it's not going to be hidden by anyone. 100% geeks. Odegaard and Must. Well, I personally think, I honestly do think this might happen. Is Martinelli might go in the summer. That's my opinion at the moment. Just because I know the movement that is happening at Arsenal, I feel Martinelli will go. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Arteta is the issue. Can he coach attackers? Even Saka can be predictable playing Arteta's system. Correcto, Monta. That's how I look at it as well. With the way that we play, we are way too predictable. We need game changers, and we are looking at 2 at the moment that are game changers. So that means they can create something from nothing. the way that, and Saka can do this, by the way. I'm not saying he can't. It's just that Saka is literally listening to Arteta and doing all the instructions Arteta gives him, which is great. You know, shows how good he is as a person. He's literally listening. But sometimes just tend to bugger off. Let me do my game. Nwaneri kind of technically is, because Nwaneri he's talented. Nwaneri, and he knows it. It's kind of like that youngness about him where he's going, you know what, fuck it. fuck this shit. I know he did it in, was it the last game or the game before, where we were playing down the left pretty much all the time, and we just literally switched to like, right, look at this for a game of soldiers. I'm going to go over to the left and I'm going to get the ball. And I like that. I guarantee Arteta would have had a go at him. Or it would have been in the debrief that, you know, you got to kind of keep to the way that we're set up, because otherwise you'll leave us weak, which I do get. You know, if it all breaks down, we will be weak down the right-hand side. But, you know, just let them play. Like next week, I would love to give Arteta a 72-hour ban from having any communication with the players and just let the players play. I would love that, because I do honestly think that the players would absolutely enjoy themselves, because they'll just play how they want to play. You know, they've got the basics of what Arteta wants, but some of them have got flair. Let them show off their flair like Nwaneri does, because he is so fun to watch. We need the Cazolas and little Mozarts. Oh, 100%. 100%. Look, we all know who might be coming in the summer. I do believe he is vital, absolutely vital. I know a lot of people don't really rate him that highly because, you know, Rodri's above him in the Spanish team and all that kind of palaver. But for me, he is essential, and I'm not saying his name for a specific reason, so no one clips me because I'll get in trouble. Honestly, he's so vital. I can't wait to see him in the squad next season, because he's so good. Anyway, that's me done. I will be back Saturday for the preview for the United game. I probably might better get a United fan on. I'm not sure. We'll see. I think Calm's busy. I'm not sure. He's not in the chat, so I can't even ask him. So, yeah. With the strong backline we have, why not play the way we did under Wenger? Arteta was part of that. Well, exactly. We've got the defense sorted. The defense is pretty good. Let's be honest, and that is one thing I can be positive about us. Defensively, we're pretty damn good. Let the people just do the other bit. Let them be free. But look, we all know it won't happen next week. But try and hope, can't I? Anyway, guys, I need to go, so I shall speak to you all very soon. Thank you very much for tuning in. Big up to the 120 people currently watching. I will be back Saturday night with the Man United preview. There will be a watch along on Sunday. There will be a match reaction on Sunday as well. And then obviously we'll be doing the second leg next week as well. Preview, reaction, all that gubbins. But guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I shall speak to you very soon. Bye-bye. Take it easy.